Yeah, I mean, we have a rule.
Actually, one rule we have, like a lot of, I know, is on buses and stuff. I think a lot of bands sort of say if you leave your shoes on and you go to sleep, then you can kind of get fucked with. But we sort of have a rule that
nobody fucks with anyone. No one fucks with anyone's sleep.
Yeah, if they don't fuck with our sleep, because
don't come between us and our sleep is kind of a big thing. And that's sort of it. There's sort of like we're not one of those bands that we play practical jokes on each other because
this is our bus is our home.
I know, yeah, and we sort of generally, I don't know, we sort of have a real short temper with things and we don't take things the right way, and generally that erupts into a war. But basically, that is the only rule. Don't fuck with someone in the house, sort of thing. I think we're just too close as a band and crew to even do that. Like if a new guy comes on the bus, I don't even think we do initiation tests or any of that sort of thing. It's all very like when it comes to the show, it's treated like the most serious thing on the planet. Like for 99% of our interviews, we're taking the piss out of ourselves, but when it comes to the show, that's where we go, all right, this is for real, and we take it like we treat it like as if the bus, like it could be your last show. Buses do crash, and the bus could crash that night, so you want to make sure your last show, it was the best damn show you ever did, so you treat every show like it's your last. And I think, and the crew kind of, they know that's how we feel as a band, and I think that's where, we have that camaraderie, and that's about the only rule here. The funny thing is, if you run over Snake, it sort of just wraps around the tyre like this. You go, and they sort of live. They don't actually die.
Did we ever hit a kangaroo?
Yeah, but it sort of got back up and hopped away. I like a bit of, even Steve Earle is good for long drives, going Copperhead Road and that sort of thing. Long drive music is sort of like, it's either, that sort of stuff, either sort of real rock and stuff, or even like Creedence Clearwater Revival, start to finish, the greatest hits, which is, I think it's the double CD thing as the bonus disc. Always rocked out on the road.
I drove from
Stones is good.
Yeah, so I drove from Melbourne to Adelaide. It's about an 8-hour drive, and I only played the Stones. I just went.
Yeah, well, you just get like those
Stones, all albums, all tracks just went bang. It was just on random. I was like, done.
And they're good like that too, because like sometimes if you sort of forget to bring anything with you, or your iPod doesn't work or something, you can always stop at a truck stop and they might have like Stones. Remember that 40 Licks album? That's a good one, double CD. Yeah, there's always some Creedence or something like that you can chuck on. Basically, on this one, we'd sort of done this before, but nowhere near to this extent, where we would record the bed of the song, which is the music bed, which is the drums, the bass, and the guitar, and then we would just, and then we'd sit in the car and drive around like Melbourne, and literally sit at the lyric pad. One of us would take turns driving, the other one at the pad, and then we'd just be like, cranking up. We had remember at one stage, we had it was 30 ideas at one time in the car, and you just drive around and you just sort of feel, the music drive around, and you sort of some fuck pulls in front of you like, fucking, it makes you angry, and then you go, whoa, that was good. Hey, that's good for that song we're working on, Hungry, or we were getting a little bit angry there, or something, and we just sort of, I don't know. We would also have a little H4 Zoom thingy. And you just sort of sit that in the middle of the console and record it, and so record the sound of the music and us singing ideas in the car.
You just play it through the stereo, then you have this other recorder, and then we're just sort of singing in the front of the car.
Yeah, basically, and we just drive around, and then you look at billboards, and it just I don't know. The world moving by seems to just give fresh ideas.
Yeah, better than just sitting in a room with a pad.
Yeah, it's a bit stale like that.
It's constantly moving.
And sometimes, maybe we would stop and we would just go, let's just get it.
Get a 7 ounce.
Get a 7 ounce. It's like
it's what old men sort of drink in Australia. It's very old traditional. It's a very, very small glass of beer, but you can have one and keep driving.
Yeah, so you just sort of make little 7 ounce stops, and then go in there, have a beer, maybe have some chips. I think you call them crisps. Salt and vinegar. Salt and vin's the best, number one. And we have that, sit there, and then we just go, all right. And then you might be sitting there and you read the newspaper while you're there too, and you go, oh, there might be a story about something, and that'll be like, oh yeah, and it'll inspire you for a song or something like that. It'll make you think about something, and you go off on your journey again. And it was sort of like, and then after we'd finished doing all this, we found out David Lee Roth does the same thing. So we're like, No worries, Dave. I don't know. We must be on a telepathy thing going on with David Lee Roth. I don't know if it's a good thing. Probably is. I was always hot for teacher too. So fuck you.